Hello, it's been a minute. I wanted to put this update out to give you deeper insight on how I've been, how I'm treating this YouTube channel going forward, as well as a big look forward on what's to come. I hit my watch on my table. First off, I'm okay. I think. No, okay, all jokes aside, I'm okay. The past year is basically the culmination of the past 10 years. That 10 years was not a decade where I treated myself well. I didn't take my mental health seriously, and it's something I get to work on now. Actually, it's something I've been working on because earlier this year, and I'm learning a lot about myself, my life, and the life I want to live. Some of the questions I've asked myself range from little baby slices to very deep cuts. These are all questions for me to work out and my lovely, amazing therapist to assist me in working out. If you are still inclined to help out, you can follow me on that. I'm also on Instagram and, by extension, Threads, and whatever else social media thing is going to be the thing. This indie cube is so amazing for Among Us. You have Hat in Time, you got Castle Crashers, Celeste, you got... Say hi, holler out. I'll hear ya. With that said, this is also another thing. I've opened up my Ko-fi account to receive donations. It would be a fantastic help right now, no matter the amount. Your donations would go directly towards my well-being, my partner's well-being, and the roof over our heads. To be brutally honest, we are struggling. We've been struggling, and I feel terrible that I've let this affect my household. This is the first time I'm asking for help on such a scale, because the topic of money is something I'm not truly comfortable with regarding asking for help. However, I have to keep my head up. If I really want to make what I make matter, I gotta make stuff. I gotta make videos. I gotta write. I gotta make sure that passion doesn't die, no matter what stands in my way. I thank you so much for your consideration and support. On that note, what sucks is that lately, I haven't had the faintest idea of what to make. I've asked myself multiple questions regarding YouTube. Should I stick to on-camera scripted core videos? Should I branch out and try other formats? Should I keep the focus less on the stuff I look at and more on my own experiences? If you remember a few years ago, I experimented with other types of videos. Y'all remember Fixlow? Y'all remember the PS5 SSD video? I very much remember that because it was fun to kind of just fumble on camera. So I can safely say, expect any type of video going forward, whether that's the core video reviews or the real first episode of Fixlow. I don't want to lose focus on the three pillars. The three dots that you see every time you watch a video here, games, movies, music, that's the main thing. But don't be surprised if I make a video about how future me is ever so happy about where technology is headed, or if I finish that scrapped script about how social media, modern social media, truly makes me feel. At the end of the Fortnite video where that turned, point one, looking back, writing that script for God knows how long, it feels like that was me subconsciously telling myself to branch out a little bit. I have my own space to think about things and all. Point number two from that ending is that I've made promises. I've made teased a couple of things coming. But we'll get to that. I'm beginning to, in a way, truly come out of my shell and write the things I want to write and say the things I want to say. And I'm beginning to realize that y'all are subscribed for me. That's scary, but in a sense, true. I'm beginning again to accept that I make things worth making, and I thank you for sticking with me. With that said, I'll give you a little sneak peek on things I've been working on. I know I've been a schmuck in terms of promises and video release dates, but these flags are motivators for me to keep up and to make sure that I keep having something worth looking forward to. First off, thank you. Thank you so much for the support on the crossplay video. That's probably one of the things I've been most proud to make. I've been working on that for a while, and it's safe to say that there's a lot I can gush about with that topic, and a lot more than I could delve deeper into. So expect a follow-up to that. Also expect another video in that style. It's not going to be on the same topic, but it's got that same faceless video essay vibe to it, regarding a topic I'm very passionate about. I almost said soothing when describing it, but let me be clear, this next video is not going to be as soothing. I can't wait for you to see it later in December. Also coming later in December is the return of Christian Sucks at Video Games. I made it a yearly clip show of the moments I've saved playing various video games. This first year is going to be split by console now, so expect PlayStation clips, Xbox clips, and since I haven't shared them in a while, a lot of Nintendo Switch clips. Something's also been very much missing over the past 2 years. Project GG, or my favorite video games from 2021 and 2022. I'll be making up for both alongside, you guessed it, GG 2023. You'll see that long overdue hat trick in January. One of the next videos I originally planned to make was, as teased at the end of the Fortnite video, 50 Shades Freed. With my history with the movies, I was going to be funny uploading it on Christian Grey's birthday again this past year, and then I realized, with the conversation surrounding sexuality nowadays, it felt inappropriate for me to do anything with this as originally planned. I thought, however, that this gives me a great opportunity to revisit the trilogy of movies. I am very much not the same person I was when I first watched these movies, so I think it'll be interesting to see how much my opinions have changed, as well as finally tying the knot, haha bondage joke. The 50 Shades trilogy, Revisited, is coming in February. I've talked about a variety of musical artists. Taylor Swift, Carly Rae, Cher Lloyd, Lady Gaga, Ellie. That's it. So many artists, right? The first format I had with music was fun to do until I ran out of things to say, and even the second format, song by song, I could really only do so much. I realized that I don't need to set myself into these formats, and without giving too much away, the next music video, the music video from me, is something I've never done before. In fact, I think I promised to talk about a specific artist for a while, so this will be fun and interesting, I think. So look forward to that in March. I made a video a while back about the variety of NES controllers for the Switch, teasing a look at the variety of the Super NES controllers for the Switch. It's been a long time coming, but that project is starting back up. I don't have a release window for that yet, but rest assured we'll be trying even more games with these controllers. I also don't have Dark Souls for the Switch, so sadly, I can't try that. And now for the big projects. I'm so excited to finally finish these. A specific video game turns 5 years old next week, and I'm glad to say I'm ready to present a project I've had planned for a while. It's definitely not a full video review, but I love talking about this game. And boy, do I talk about a very unimportant thing in this game, or rather, not in this game, but you'll see. This video comes out next week, December 7th. The Walt Disney Company turned 100 years old this year. With a project that feels like a century in the making, it's with great honor and great pride that I get to say, yes, I'm finishing the Disney Princess Anthology. In fact, I'm starting over. In actual release order this time. From Snow White to Wish, we'll press on once more. I recently rewatched the first part of the videos I made years back, and while the phrase "there was room for improvement" is the positive way to see it, I think some of them need true revisiting. I don't think I said what I wanted to say mostly back then, but we'll be getting to all of that later next year. The next project is another one I've promised multiple times, delayed multiple times, and beat myself up over multiple times. It was shelved for a long while. I feel like I've grown enough to try again, to delve deeper into the crossroads of the musical artists I've covered over the years. In Trifecta, I looked at 3 different games that featured 3 different artists. I wanted to take that idea even further. From the origins of the Trifecta comes the Superfecta. It's been a while since I've done a big multi-part project. I did so well keeping up the last time I tried, right? In fact, we're nearing my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. No, not the 10-year anniversary of Stare and Dream the show, but the true 10-year anniversary of me on YouTube. Frick. Unlucky number 13. Or lucky if you're Taylor Swift or a Swiftie. I've had a YouTube account since before then, but I had to take that down, and then in 2011 I made this one. That is an unbearably long time ago. I don't think 2011 Christian knew what would be hitting him. Recently, I watched every single video on my channel, and it was great just to see how far I've come. From my fan-made recycled trailers, to my reviews, quote-unquote, to...
If you don't remember, this minigame has you rotating the control stick as much as you can.
This is my favorite. Oh, alright.
That. Pre-2015 Christian was a silly lad. But yeah, 2015 is actually when I consider Stare and Dream to have started. Even at the start of that journey, while there are 3 dots in the intro, one clearly had my heart fully going in. And that topic is where I felt like I could experience something new starting out. With my debut in September 2015, if you remember, I took a look at 3 topics. Taylor Swift, who I was very meek in speaking about, Frozen, a movie I shrieked about, and a game I sneakily never finished. Until now.
If I learned anything about reviewing video games or movies or something, it's that you need the need to finish them. And I did not find that need in Metal Gear Solid. In all seriousness, I understand why people adore this game. The story...
My next birthday video project is the culmination of the last 10 years of my life. Thank you so much for your support over the past few years. I can't wait to get back to work on the next projects. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have fun.